Colorado Supreme Court just ruled to disqualify Donald Trump from the presidential ballot. The ruling just came out of Colorado Supreme Court, and it reads, quote, "In the appeal from a district court proceeding under the Colorado Election Code, the Supreme Court considers whether former President Donald J. Trump may appear on the Colorado Republican presidential primary ballot in 2024. A majority of the court holds that President Trump is disqualified from holding the office of presidency under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Because he is disqualified, it would be a wrongful act under the election code for the Colorado Secretary of State to let him on as a candidate on the presidential primary ballot. The court stays its ruling until January 4th, 2024, subject to any further appellate proceedings." Guys, this is it. The Colorado State Supreme Court just ruled to disqualify and remove Donald Trump from the ballot. Now, obviously, Donald Trump is going to appeal this case, and it'll likely make its way up to the Supreme Court, but this is a first major step in removing Donald Trump from the ballot for January 6th. So great job to the Colorado State Supreme Court. Whoa!
I find it very interesting that the Colorado Supreme Court has taken someone off the ballot when that person has not been found guilty for the acts that justify the removal. This ain't gonna hold up. Play the clip.
We're continuing to follow that breaking news out of Colorado. The state's Supreme Court has declared former President Trump ineligible for the state's ballot in the 2024 race for president, citing the Constitution's insurrection clause. Groups in several states are arguing that Trump's role in the January 6th attack on the Capitol makes him ineligible to run for president again. The former president is expected to fight this latest ruling that could have a major impact on the 2024.
Remind me again, who is a threat to a democracy even though we live in a constitutional republic? Is it the party who bars citizens from being on the ballot, or is it the other guys? I guess innocent till proven guilty no longer exists in America. Did I miss something? Because when did Trump get convicted of any insurrection? This is pure bullshit.
I think it's pretty clear to all of us that Donald Trump engaged in insurrection on January 6th, 2021. And because of that, he should not be allowed to be on the ballot in 2024.
There was no insurrection in 2021. Not one firearm was found on anybody who vandalized or rioted at the Capitol that day. There was no insurrection. This doesn't fit the definition of insurrection. But even if there had been one, and there wasn't, what Trump said was, I know that you're going to go down to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. What part of that means insurrection? Those of you who really, really want this to be the I word, stop it. You want to beat Trump in 2024? Have a candidate that can beat Trump in 2024. If you can't beat him, stop this garbage where you're trying to leave him off the ballot. Are you so afraid of this guy that if his name just appears on the ballot, you know he's going to win? Do better than that. And I'm embarrassed for anybody who claims to ever have been a journalist saying the same things about what the ridiculous court finding was in Colorado.
Oh, I have to take a deep breath and try to keep my blood pressure down because I am conflicted. I want desperately to see our democracy, I don't know, survive. Yeah. And the way our democracy survives is if insurrectionists are not permitted to retake the reins of power.
Imagine that.
That being said, I'm not wildly enthusiastic about all of the Supreme Court justices doing the right thing in all cases. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to bet 51 cents. I always hedge my bets when I'm not sure, because if I'm wrong, I can say, well, 49% of me, said the other thing, and I get to keep 49 cents of my bet. I'm going to bet 51 cents on the Supreme Court saying the plain language of the 14th Amendment, Section 3, disqualifies Donald Trump because he engaged in insurrection after he took an oath to support the Constitution. That's where I'm going to put my 51 cents.
So Donald Trump is such a threat to democracy that liberals in Colorado have removed him from the ballot in 2024. So in order for them to save democracy, they're going to cancel it altogether. I guess it is Christmas season, and this is why I say liberal logic is the gift that keeps on giving, make any of this make sense for me, please.